All right, Jesse on fire. What's up? Was not expecting to go live again, but my boy Alex sent me this tweet from Pereira, and like this is crazy. I was there for this. I had no idea that this. I was there, but I'll tell you guys. But I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about, and then I'll like as people come on, and then I'll tell you again. But look at this, like. So this thing, like midnight mania drunk Michel Pereira details his altercation with Francis. If Francis started a fight, what would you do? This was after 270 at the Fighter Hotel. And yeah, I have some insight into this story, actually, which is hilarious, actually, which is hilarious. But I don't want to tell this story twice, so I'll give everybody like 90 seconds, then I'll tell the story. Yeah, dude, in the article, he literally is like he says, I mean, you got to respect the guy's balls, man. Like you got to respect the ball. He's lucky that I had my nose broken, and he's really, really lucky. It's like he's lucky, like it's Francis Ngannou, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? But we'll get into it in a second. No, I was there, dude. I was there. Like, not just like I didn't see this happen, but I was at the Fighter Hotel. I was inside of 10 feet from Pereira and his whole crew for hours right before this happened. So that's why I have direct insight into this. Like when I read this, I was like, no fucking way. This makes perfect sense, dude. Yeah, dude, and we're like the Dallas card, Anthony's on it. So 100% we'll be like, at least I'm going to stay at the Fighter Hotel and you guys will be able to too. Cause I'll tell you which one it is. If you guys are serious and want to go to 277, hit me up, shoot me an email and I'll get you paid and locked in like, over the weekend. But anyway, so just like, okay. So like as a like a prerequisite to the story, like I guess it's common sense in hindsight, but I never knew that there's like Fighter Hotel, right? Like where like all of the, like all the fighters, all of the, like all the staff and everybody and like, everybody stays there. Like everybody stays there. And so my first experience of that was at 270. Right. So like, cause I've gone to all the, like I went to 270, 271, 72, 73, and 274. But the first one I went to was 270 because Francis was fighting against John and I am really good buddies with Markel. And so like, I knew the stakes of that fight were. And so on my birthday with Gabrielle, I was like, dude, I don't care what I have to pay. I'm just like, I want to get us tickets to where when Francis wins, we can like go hug Markel and shit, like hug Francis and everybody. So that's the first one that we went to. And then I just asked Markel where they were staying. And so he told me what hotel he was staying at. And so I booked my hotel there. Just like I didn't, and I didn't realize that like, that was like the entire Fighter Hotel or whatever, So anyway, so like Fighter Hotel. So we ended up staying at Fighter Hotel for 274 also. But like, when I'm like, if you understand what that means, it's like during the weekend before, like you're talking like not just every fighter that's fighting. It's like their whole team, like all their good friends that are also UFC fighters, like they're fucking everywhere. It's like at 274, like I went downstairs at breakfast. I saw Gilbert Burns, Kevin Holland. I'll fucking lose count. I mean, like you'd see there's just everyone's there, dude. Like everyone is there. And so for 270, this is my first time there. Like, so I went, so after the event, like myself and the two people I was with, like we went to the bar at that place and it was just the entire fucking UFC. Like it was like everybody, including Pereira, right? So Pereira and his crew were all there. And I talked about this in the other video that I did where I was like, that was where I saw him, where I was saying, I was like, man, I was like surprised by him not being as big as I thought he was. Like, he's not like small. He's not like a small guy. But for whatever reason, in like, to me anyway, in the octagon, he looks enormous, man. Like he looks so huge, dude. And in person, he looks like a welterweight, you know, like he looks like a welterweight. And so he was with he has a huge crew, dude. Like he had like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know everybody that was with him, but he had a lot of fucking people there, right? And they were kind of over in this corner and they were boozing and they had like a boombox or something or like whatever. They had like music playing. They were like dancing over here. And the reason like there's all kinds of people running around, but I noticed them. So I was like, damn, they're having a fucking good time, man. Like these guys are having a fucking blast, man. And this is all after UFC, right? So like, keep in mind, UFC ended. So the main event went 5 rounds. Okay. So I'm going to guesstimate that we got out of there around 11. I remember we had to walk like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 blocks. I'm just estimating time, right? So like 5-6 blocks, we got picked up. The hotel we were staying at was probably, I don't know, 5-10 minutes away. So we got to the hotel. When we just got there, it was probably 11:30, 11:45, right? Before we even figured out like what we were going to do. Then we went to the bar and then started partying. It's like midnight before we even started like doing anything after so as the fighters and their teams are all kind of filtering in, you're talking midnight already, right? And so I was there. I was going to meet Markel. And so he and I are talking back and forth, but the shit was so weird between him and UFC that he didn't want to come down to the bar. He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, it's fucking weird right now. And Francis didn't come down either. I didn't realize how salty it was between them and the UFC until I was just grabbing a drink. You know, everybody's talking about the fights and stuff, like the fights just fucking happened. And I just started rapping out with this random dude there. And he told me he worked for the organization. I still don't know exactly who he was, but like, and I said something about like, he just was like, he's like, Gon just didn't show up, man. He's like, Gon just didn't show up. I'm like, do you got it? No, like Francis, it's pretty impressive, dude. Like that, you know, now that everybody knows he's got this knee thing and he wins by wrestling. Like it's pretty impressive. And he gave me this look that was like, I can't even describe it. It was like, you don't like, that's fucking sacrilege right now. Don't fucking tell me Francis did something good, dude. You know, like it was really weird. And it was after Markel had said he didn't want to come down. It was just, anyways, fucking weird. But anyway, so Pereira and them are raging over in this corner. And there's a bunch of them, you know, dancing, music, whatever. I went up to my room. When I went up to my room, they were still down there for sure because I remember seeing them. It was maybe like 1:45 or something, or maybe like super close to 2, because I went to my room and I was still awake. And my business partner called me from Vegas at 3 a.m. And he was like, I can't believe you're fucking picking up the phone. And I was like, dude, it's not like, so I know it's super fucking late. But so Pereira and them apparently took the party upstairs to their hallway. And because in his story, so that's the pre-story, right? Like that's what I saw. I saw them raging, having a fucking blast. And they were still down there when I left the bar right around 2. Okay. So that's pretext for the story that is the story that Pereira is about to tell, right? Okay. So Pereira is writing a solid way. This story comes from his victory before that, however, when he scored a hard-fought win over Andre Fiallo at 270. Understandably, Demolitor, I don't even know what that word is, wanted to celebrate a tough victory with his team. However, when his post-fight party spilled out into the hotel hallway, it pissed off fellow UFC 270 competitor Francis Ngannou, fresh off his title defense and trash knee. He was not too pleased with the rowdy crew. Okay, so it didn't spill out. They would have had to go up because Francis and them were upstairs, but nonetheless. We celebrated my victory at the hotel and had fun, Pereira began telling whoever. And we are such guys. We move only with music. We constantly light up. Even when we cut weight, I always rock, and my guys are the same, constantly moving, noisily having parties. Guerra was drinking there nonstop. Everyone was joking, bantering. And our room was next door to Ngannou. And since the room was small and there were a lot of people, someone suggested, let's sit out in the hallway. And we sat down in the corridor and immediately came out to us. and we sat down in the corridor and immediately came out to us. Who would think Ngannou? The guys look at each other like, wow, Ngannou's coming. He comes up and says, hey, do you think it's real for me to fall asleep with such noise? How do I sleep, huh? Honestly, at that moment, I felt uncomfortable. It was after a hard fight. My nose was broken. My legs were beaten off. If Ngannou started a fight, what would I do to him? My team is already all drunk. They wouldn't have helped me in any way. Dude. I mean, I don't think dude, I like Pereira. I'm a big fan of Pereira. But I don't think your fucking broken nose or beaten up legs are going to be the problem with fucking fighting Francis Ngannou. I think the problem is it's fucking Francis Ngannou, dude. With few options left aside from an altercation with an angry heavyweight champion, Pereira and company agreed to turn down the music and slow the party. Looking back on it, however, the Brazilian regrets the decision and is unhappy with the Predator. This is so fucking... I'll tell you why after all. Okay, so honestly, Ngannou made me angry. Why couldn't he address us politely? He was lucky that I was all beaten up and couldn't do anything, especially for a guy of his size. I didn't even want to think about it. I know he's modest. He's a nice guy, but why couldn't he tell us politely? Hey guys, could you? I didn't like the way he spoke to us. You need to be polite, people. If he had addressed us politely, we would have retained respect for him forever. And so we just fell silent. What the fuck? Do you think you can fall asleep with such noise? Bro, we were just drinking. You have to be polite to people. I could have answered him too. Bro, go fuck. Who are you anyway? It's fucking so great, dude. I can't wait to explain this. Okay, anyway. Fortunately for everyone involved, cooler heads prevailed and there was no major hallway clash. Fighter Hotel has been the site of several notable conflicts in recent memory, like Chael Sonnen's alleged... That's not true. Was that Fighter Rampage? That was at Fighter Hotel? They said Chael Sonnen's alleged rampage. That was at the Four Seasons. Anyway, Ilya Topuria's attempt to shut up Patty Pimblett. Patty Pimblett was at 274 Fighter Hotel too. Okay, so that's it. But the reason that's so fucking funny is because, like, it's just like it's such fighter mentality that, like, dude, what I'm telling you guys is it must have been when they went up. It must have been 2:30 in the right. Like it's 2:30 a.m. and they're fucking raging out in the hallway, like with a boombox and shit, like making so much noise. And when Francis comes out, he's like, hey, do you guys think it's realistic for me to sleep? Like when you guys are making so much noise? Like the way that he interprets that and the way that he remembers it is he's like, damn, son, he tried to pump me. And like, because it's fucking Francis, they just were like, oh, sorry. Or because that's just what you do when you realize it's fucking 3 a.m. and you're keeping people awake. Like, it's just fucking turn down the music and go inside. You know what I mean? It's like, you just fucking turn it down. Like, that's like standard. You just fucking turn it down. What's so fucking hilarious about that, though, is like, he's in the wrong. They're super fucking loud in the thing. And the way he remembers it now is he's like, I wish I would have just told him to fuck off. You're like, why? It's like so fucking typical, dude. It's like Francis didn't even like I'm telling you guys, Francis didn't even go to the fucking bar. Like Francis just won the heavyweight championship and he just went straight to his room, dude. Like he just went straight to his room. So he wasn't even down there. He's dead sober. He just wants to go to sleep, dude. The guy, he just had his life on the line. He won and then he's trying to go to sleep. Those guys there was a huge crew of them. They're just raging. Francis comes and asks him to turn the music down and it's so funny, dude. And the way he remembers it, he's like, because like he did the right thing. They just politely turned shit down, which is like, you know, common courtesy. Like that kind of thing just happened with Gabrielle and I in Cancun. I'll tell you that story in a second. It's just like, it's so fucking funny that the way he remembers it now is he's like, yeah, you know, I did turn that music down, but I should have said, fuck you. I should have told him, fuck you. You're like, why, dude? You guys are raging at 3 a.m. in the fucking way. Like, why wouldn't, like, and here's the other thing, like, he's like, he's lucky my nose is broken and my legs were kicked out. Why? Like, I mean, if you were going to say like you and your entire crew was going to jump, then okay. But you said your friends are too drunk. And then you also said he's lucky that your nose is broken. It's like, dude, like Michelle, you're a super fucking tough guy. You beat the fuck out of me. It'd take 10 of me to beat you up. But it's Francis. It's fucking Francis Ngannou. He would break every bone in your body. Like, what are we talking about, dude? He's a heavyweight. He's the heavyweight champion. Like, what the fuck? It is so funny, dude. But the other thing too is like, to me, like, if people get pissed in a situation like that because they were going, like, they're sleeping, they get a pass, dude. Like, haven't you ever been in that situation where people are making a ton of fucking noise and you wake up and you're like, dude, and you're fucking seeing red, dude. You're just like, you know, like if they're in the wrong, like in a situation like that, like you're at a hotel, it's like 3 in the fucking morning and they're just blasting music. Like, you know, if you have to actually physically get out of bed to go to them, like, dude, I get mad if like my kids wake me up to her. They're like, Daddy. And I'm like, Jesus. What? Like, before I realize what's going on, I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, what's up, baby? It's like someone wakes you up on autopilot mad, dude. So like, it's just so funny, dude. When we were in Cancun, so perfect example. So like when we were in Cancun, we were, it was me and Gabrielle, and then someone that was like from her company, and then her husband. And it was super fucking late, dude. And we walked them back to their hotel room, and we were standing out in the hallway, just like, you know, we've been joking around. We were just laughing our asses off, dude. And this dude who also, you know, like we had been there for 4 or 5 days at this point. So like everybody in that hotel had all like seen each other, you know, but this guy came out, like this dude came out, he fucking swung the door open. Like, is this older? He's probably like, I don't know, 58 or 60. And like, you know, he had like, you could tell like he carried it like he was kind of tough, but like he swung this door open like he was going to fucking ragdoll who was there. And it was so funny. He opened it. I mean, like, I'm not Francis, but like, you know, you come out real hot and then you run into me. It's not running into like a bunch of fucking little 18-year-olds. Like, you literally watched his face. Like, what the? You guys think you can keep it down? And we were like, yes, sorry. But we apologize because, like, dude, if you wake people up at 3:30 in the morning, like, dude, it's your fault. Like, you're in the wrong. Like, you're in the wrong, dude. You're in the wrong. But man, that is so funny. I read that shit and was just like, God, and probably just because I can visualize all of it because I fucking saw his crew that night, and they were like, I noticed them specifically because they were just off the bar, like dancing and shit. So I can just see, like, that's fucking hilarious, man. That is a funny ass story, dude. I'm sure you could, dog, but you're not a 58-year-old man, dog, because that guy couldn't, and he knew it. Gotta watch it. Yeah. He had a much better choice of thumbnails this time. I don't even need to watch it to know there's nothing good there because I gave him nothing to work with. What happened to my video on Khabib and K? Oh my God. So what happened was I thought of something else. I watched it back and I realized I was like, God, dude, there was such a good point that I wanted to make. And I was like, fuck it. It's just getting started. So I took it down. I went and recorded a new video. I uploaded the footage to my computer. And then the next day was yesterday when I was flying to here. And I got here and I went in my computer and the fucking footage isn't there. Like, I literally have no idea what happened. I uploaded it to my computer and it's just gone. What's up, guys? Would I have stepped in to stop? I wasn't there for that part. I was at the bar. Like, I saw fucking how hard Michel Pereira and his boys were partying. So now I can visualize exactly how that would have fucking gone down. They were having a good time, dude. All those dudes can dance, son. Tyson Fury would make a full out of what the hell? Yeah. Wow, you're back to 20K subs. They're all, dude, we've been running this fucking campaign for a week trying to undermine your subscribers. And it's like, but Jesus, we just can't seem to do it. We got probably 200 people to leave, weak-minded fucking retards, and yet you gained another 200 at the same time. It's like we threw our full. It's fucking hilarious because there is like an active campaign of these fucking retards that are trying to undermine my subscribers. They're all, Jesse, hey, Jesse supports grooming. Dude, you don't want to subscribe to an account that supports fucking grooming. So they're full court press, dude. And like, I didn't even recognize it at first until I was like, what the fuck went on with my subscribers? It's like, you don't want to subscribe to a groomer. And their entire full throttle effort, they're so fucking sorry that just me just doing my regular videos is matching their full throttle to try to get people to unsubscribe. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's pathetic. Keep trying, dude. Keep trying, you guys. You want to see something really funny, actually? Look at this. So for the first time, this last month, so, you know, you can look at like what your, external, like what your external, whatever you call it, like external traffic comes from. And there's one on there that's just never been there before. It's weird. It's weird. But yeah. The fuck? I saw part of it. And then I talked to him afterwards. BJJ's I'm extremely beatable in BJJ. I'm more of a kick you in the stomach, make you think I'm going to kick you in the stomach, and then front kick your chin type guy. No, it was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah, I know he did. Correct, Todd Atkins. But guess what? I move my first day at my new jiu-jitsu gym is Saturday. It's Victor Hugo's brand new gym. I did dox him. I doxed the fuck out of him. He put my daughter's face on the thumbnail. You know why I can do that? Because my face and my name are on this fucking channel. You want to make a channel fuck with me, put my daughter's face on it? You think I won't fucking find you in 5 seconds? He's the nicest dude in the world, man. I know him. Like, I know him. I'm not good enough to get a custom JOF gi, dude. Like someone to me, I was like, especially in this fucking crew, dude. Like the guys that I'm going, because I'm gonna be like one of the earliest guys at the gym. It's like, you know, it's really like closed community when they first open. It's like Steve Hargett, fucking #1 in the world. Victor Hugo, #1 in the fucking world. And then like guys that have been under them forever. I'm going to get twisted in a fucking knot, dude. If I go in there all gangster and shit, I'm like, check out my fucking Jesse on fire gi. They're going to use it to fuck me. They're going to literally use it to wrap around my neck and pop my neck off my fucking body. Dude, like, here's the thing. If you want to make an effort to troll people and fuck with people, then like, here's the thing. I don't do that shit. You fuck with me, you might get fucked with back. It's as simple as that. I never go look at anybody at all. This one guy, this one guy, I read a couple of this guy's comments earlier in the day. And the only reason that I even noticed it is because one of my guys, one of my buddies that came to an event with me, he's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's like, he's commented like 5 times talking shit. And so I looked him up. It was some dude who had a fucking, you know, making a real go at fucking MMA YouTube, had like 60 subscribers. And on that video where my daughter's face was on it, like when I tell you, like, I cannot even explain to you how fucking mad I was, dude. Like, it was like, yeah, if he would have been in my neighborhood, yeah. But that guy really just caught me right at the wrong moment. And I wrote one of the fucking meanest comments in human history to this guy. But you know what? I don't feel guilty about it because you brought the shit to me, dude. You know, like when I foretold your future and it ends with you eating a bullet, and it's not even me talking shit. Like, it's just a bet I would make. Like, I can see, like, you have videos up. I could see your face. I told you guys I can read people. I can see your fucking face. I can read exactly what you are. Here's my prediction for your life. I'm pretty good at that. I'm not talking shit. It's just a fucking prediction I would bet on. But you know what? If that same guy, this is the funny thing. If that same fucking idiot would have come to me and been like, hey man, like I've been really busting my ass doing MMA YouTube. Like I've been trying really hard. I've done 80 videos. Like I'm not really seeing a lot of traction. You know, do you have any suggestions of what I could do? I would have fucking given that guy tons of my time to help him. 100%. And anyone can fucking testify to that. Anyone who's ever come to me for help, I've done. But instead, he wanted to bring a bunch of bullshit, talk shit, spend his time fucking with me. And so instead, you got a glimpse of your fucking future, which ends very bad. Oh my God, dude. I love it, man. I love it. Be quiet with the reading people, you a airhead. Make the videos that really matter. Dude, who was on my earlier live stream when the guy's all male salad? That's almost as stupid as that. I know. MMA Guru the Musical posted a new video. It doesn't matter. There's no fuck. I gave him no footage, dude. There's no footage he could put together that's going to be interesting. All he could be doing is just like, here's something Jesse said. And he's doing it because the last video that he did, he put my name on a fucking, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He put my name on a fucking video and it got the most views he's ever gotten by a fucking gigantic margin. So he's going to continue to try to do it, but I'm giving him no footage. You think I'm doing that by accident? Don't who? There's literally nothing interesting about it. It's like it's so stupid. It's like, here's footage of another YouTuber that disagreed with a couple of your takes. It's like, okay. Like, cool. Fuck. Wow. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Oh, you were serious about make the videos that really matter. All right. Well, and I take back what I said. I can't talk about yesterday's events on this video. Jesse predicts your future segment. mean, I gave him the best he's going to get, which is like, yeah, I'm intentionally giving him nothing because I would imagine there are a lot of YouTubers that disagree with a lot of the things that I say. You know, like I would prefer if people didn't take my shit completely out of context, but I realize like a lot of the arguments that I make require listening and like long-term critical thinking, where it's like, I'm going to set this argument up over a matter of like, you know, like, depending on the size of the video, but like I don't, it's not, you like, you can never summarize my position in fucking 3 sentences. It could never be done. This is not the way my brain works. He took it down. It's amazing. Like I threatened, if you guys don't mind, will you guys throw a like on this just because I think that might matter? I'll appreciate it immensely. But what's up, Jordan? Yeah, like me versus but yeah. I mean, I can't tell you when he saw my response. I can tell you that when I said in the live stream, I was like, you have my daughter's picture on a thumbnail. I will literally find you and I'll fucking kill you. And his response was, thanks for clicking. But then as soon as I put his fucking name and address on the thing, he was like, I am really, really sorry. I'm a father too. I'm going to go ahead and take her picture off. It's like, funny how that works. See, I never know. Like, that's what I was literally. Is it real MMA? If it's real MMA Guru, what's up, dog? How do I can't like? I honestly don't know how to do. I don't know how to do the fucking. Like someone was telling me that you can like click and tell if they're like the real one. I don't know how to do that. If it's real Guru, what's up, dog? If it's actually, I guess if it's fucking fake Guru, what's up, dog? Yeah, the fake one. I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. I say, sup, Guru, and the chat says, Guru and JOF fight of the century. I'm like, what? I said, hi, what's up, man? I can't click on their profile. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't let me do it. Like this, like I can't hover, nothing. I just click and it's nothing. What's more fake? I mean, there's no one even participating in the first one. Like it's just like being like it's like you take a, like if you find a fucking, I don't know, find a video of someone saying like, you know, Connor said blah 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 blah, and then just like string it together as if like Connor and him have like an ongoing hot beef. Good morning, P Chambers. Why would his, I don't understand. Like, cause someone pretended to be him in another live stream, and they said that it's like, oh, because it doesn't say the. I see. It's a 0-sided beatdown because Like someone, it's like, I expect people to disagree with shit that I say. I take some pretty staunch positions. Just so you know this, but turn a blind eye. Yeah, neither of us care, dude. I don't think. I know I am looking rough. This is terrible fucking lighting, dude, in this place. There's no fucking beef, man. There's no beef. Like and if there were, I wouldn't know because I'm not watching those fucking videos. The musical shit. You guys can. I literally watched like the night that we doxed him. We watched Gabrielle watched the other channel, and she's like, they keep asking. He literally ignores them every time. It's like me. I'm like, what? I don't even understand what this is, dude. I do know. Yeah, like I honestly try to approach a channel where like even the people I talk about shouldn't be able to be like that mad, you know? Like they can't be like that mad, you know? Like it could be like, bro. I mean, maybe Fabia. I'm trying to think of anyone else that should have been like where they could like watch my channel and actually be like mad. Who else? I feel like I'm getting someone really, really big that I really lit up, but I can't remember who they'd be. Because everyone else, I make fun of them, but not in a way where they would like punch me if I saw them. Oh, dude, Unique is my boy. I mean, Unique's my boy that like I have a feeling I probably wouldn't like necessarily hang out with. Dude, someone sent me a video of him that was so fucking funny, dude. Have you guys seen the video of him where I think it's his sister? Like I think it's like his sister that like she's like, stop fucking talking about me. And she's like, it's just like and he keeps being like, what? Like when she comes in, he's all, I don't know what you're talking about. Then as soon as she leaves, he's all, these fucking bitches like, and then she come in, he's all, have you guys seen that? I don't even know how I would find it, dude. It's so funny, man. Hold on. It's Joel impersonation. I believe it. Yoel's got dough, dude. He won that. Jesus murdered vibe. We're not talking about that. Who's Unique? I'll show you. That's the thing. I wanted to like. It's like I can't remember. Like Unique loses phone privileges or something. It's something. I don't know how to find it, dude. It's just like someone emailed it to me, but it was a while ago, dude. And it was like, I mean, in a while, I mean like a couple days, and my inbox has just gotten absolute, like just swallowed. But it's so funny, dude. It's not unique, it's unique. I promote his channel so that I can make fun of him as much as I want, because I really like making fun of his voice. And that way, like, I can make fun of his speech impediment without feeling guilty, you know?
Listen, sometimes I do live streams when I've done heroin and I forget what I'm talking about. And I fall asleep while I am streaming. And then I remember there's a 99% chance I'm talking about Shab. And so I think, what happened with Shab today? Oh, that's right. That guy said he's stupid. That's what I was dreaming about.
Joe Rogan destroys Alyssa Milano. When did he do that video? But the video that someone sent me was not like, it wasn't like Unique's channel. It was like someone, it was like from a stream that it went totally fucking haywire. Where like, bro, go get it. I'm going to let that slide once. Don't do that again. But like, it was of someone else who captured it from his stream, and it was fucking hilarious. Because he gets like slapped by a girl, dude. Don't hurt you. That one was funny, dude. That was the turn, like that right there. That moment was like the big fucking turning point for me. Like, that was like a big moment. That was a big turning point for me with Shab in general. Was like, because he was like, because again, I didn't really pay attention to this stuff very much, you know, like even a little bit. But he was telling Callan, he's like, dude, he's like, I don't even go on social media. He's like, it's not because I'm tough. I don't think I'm cool. He's like, it's because my feelings get hurt. He's like, I can't handle it. He's like, when people are talking about me bad, like it really genuinely hurts my feelings. And I was like, fuck, man. And that made me feel sick to my stomach, because I lit him up in that video and I felt really bad. And then I was watching it on Unique's stream, and Unique paused and goes,
oh, Mikey, he hurt his feelings. He hurt his feelings.
The way he said it was fucking ridiculous, dude.
He hurt his feelings.
Oh man, it's so fucking funny, dude. His mocking voice of gay. What? I know there can't be a beef because I gave him no footage for beef. No. I'm not talking. It's not like MMA stuff. It's like, yeah, like who cares about, like, I don't, dude, if people make videos about anybody they're like, I don't know. Like people can make videos whatever they want. That was never my point. That never was my point, remains not my point. I'm talking about people fucking going after people's way of earning a living. Like they like, you know, he has a comedy show and they fucking bombard the Twitter page of the comedy show venue. Like, you can't have this guy here. You do like that kind of shit is like, it's so fucked up. Like there's just no one's like that's the kind of like, it's just like, that's so black and white to me that's the kind of cancel culture shit where I'm like, dude, I would put people like that's mouth on a curb. It doesn't matter who they're calling. Like, it's exactly the same thing. It's like, oh, this guy made a comment in like 2018 about blah, blah, blah. And they're all destroy his life. It's like exact thing. It's like internet fucking, as if like there's no real people on the other side. It's like, dude, the guy's got a fucking family and kids. Like, you don't have to like him. You don't have to think he's funny. You can think he's a complete fucking asshole. You can write blogs about him being an asshole. You can do videos saying he's a fucking asshole. You can make videos making fun of him. But if he's doing a show and there are people who want to go see it, and that's how he earns a living to feed his family, then fuck off. Don't fuck with that. That's out of bounds. It's like, you know, it's like the shit with like the mafia. They kill each other all the time. They don't fuck with the families. It's exactly the same thing. It's like that's how he feeds his kids. Leave that shit out of it, you know? What happened with what? I know, dude. I like MMA Guru. I always liked MMA Guru. Dude, Fabio would not do an interview with me. Summer Helene tried to get him to come on her show, and they were going to ambush him with a fucking interview for me. I don't even know what I would have done, to be honest, dude. Anybody that I actually interact with, I end up liking them. You know, like I'll clown on anybody. Like if they earned it, I'll make fun of whoever. But anybody I actually interact with, that's not true. There are people that I really don't like, but like it's very, very uncommon, you know. Now Fabio, on the other hand, I think my entire goal would have just been to rile him up, you know. Like I would have just riled him up, dude. I would have just been like, like my goal would have been to ask the questions with this look on my face, every single one. Like every single question, I would have been like, so tell me about, so, you know, in what ancient wisdom practice did you learn to hang your fighter upside down and blindfold them so you could kick them in the head on camera? And then he'd give some answer. And I'd be like, interesting. You know, I also saw you training him by putting tennis balls on the bottom of his shoes and having him run around. I've never seen another trainer do that. You know, I have an idea. So we heard about a death move. Do you mind walking us through just a simple explanation of how the death move that we saw on YouTube, how a person wouldn't just dip and pick you up and throw you through a wall? A Jesse on Fire, the musical. It's 37 minutes, and the video is 37 minutes. I can tell you why anybody would say anything about me with Shabbos. They don't understand. They don't understand my position. I'm not threatening anyone as long as my children are uninvolved. It's like someone just emailed it. Don emailed it to me. Yeah, like I could find any of these. I could find any motherfuckers. I could find anybody. Like there's no one I couldn't find. I've done it once because my daughter was involved. I'm part Irish. Wait, Fabio will have me on Bola. Bola Bear. I was reading that. I was trying to figure out if that's like his podcast or something. I was like, damn. Oh, yes. You guys, look at. So now he earned it. So you guys remember I told you about a guy who I just couldn't help myself but give a glimpse into his future? I'm going to read you guys a comment that I wrote because it's true. You guys see if you can figure out who it goes to. Hey, man, you have 80 videos and 60 subs. I'd ignore you on any other video, but since you're on board with this guy posting my daughter's face on the internet, I'll provide you with a spoiler alert. I watched 2 of your videos. I see exactly who you are. Nothing good is ever coming for you. You will never succeed. You'll ask yourself why good things never come all the way until you turn 45 when you realize it's over. It's never going to happen. Your best years are behind you, and they were all terrible. Then you'll probably eat a bullet. And I won't care because you reap what you sow. Probably the meanest fucking comment I've ever written anybody. But, you know, like I said, dude, put my kids in the mix and I turn into not a nice person. I mean, dude, he wrote legitimately a fucking 24 negative comments on my shit and then caught me really at the wrong moment, dude. That was rage that was aimed at my daughter's face on the internet. Irish, what does that mean? Like river dance? I don't know. Probably. What if you caught Pat Barry in the right moment? Dude, where is where is this fucking Pat? Like, where is all this Pat Barry shit coming from? You guys understand how many times I've addressed this? Is there like a fucking Reddit group on it or something? Like, I made this shit pretty fucking clear. I've made it clear over and over and over. I'm operating under the assumption that he met her when she's 17 and they started dating when they're 18 because that's what he told me. If he started dating her when she's fucking 14, which would be the exact opposite of what he told me, then I might have a different opinion. O'Malley Munoz, how do you see it playing out? I think O'Malley's going to win because I don't think that they would give O'Malley any fight that they don't think he's going to win. You know? Yeah, I am. You can come over, dude. See, guys? That's why you need IP Vanish. But I'm connected to a fucking hotel Wi-Fi, so. You live where? I don't live here. I'm here for a fucking day, dude. Cool. Scary. Wait, really? At Sonesta Suites? It's actually pretty fucking nice, dude. Did you get me from the public Wi-Fi, or did you get me because I walked a room somewhere and you grabbed it? Yeah. The kitchen. Oh, really? Damn, I thought you had some fucking high-end shit. I'm like, I thought you were fucking pulling high-level shit. But yeah. It's no big deal. My daughter's picture was on a thumbnail, and then it wasn't. They all look the same. I did actually give Red Bar a chance. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, at first glance, I was like, fuck this guy, because he exists solely to fuck with people. And then I like, and oh my God, dude. Sorry. I can't, dude. This has got to be what it's like for people where you're like, are people fucking serious? You defended a groomer. Oh my God. I literally just said this 5 fucking seconds ago. Like, how many minutes do you guys think it's been since I said the thing about Pat and Rose? Ballpark. Fucking 90 seconds. It's the kind of shit I'm just like, oh my God. You know, and also that's how people's brains work. They're all, hey man, I was a huge fan until you had this one opinion that I disagreed with, which I actually haven't really listened to what your actual opinion was. I just read somewhere that you offended Pat Barry. So I unsubscribed. You're all, okay, well, did you listen to what I actually fucking said or not? I said, they told me they met when she was 17. I never even had, when I first talked about it, I had never even, like, I don't even know where everybody gets this shit from. Like, I don't do fucking internet forums and shit. Like, I don't know anything about it. Like, nothing. I knew nothing. So, like, so to me, the group, I'm like, okay, so what? Like, you met her when she's 17. She's 30 now. So who gives a fuck? And then afterwards, people are, she was 14. Like, saying the day after I did that first video, I'm like, that doesn't sound right to me. And then that night, Pat and Rose fucking called me and they were like, thanks for that. This whole thing is ridiculous. It happened because we did an interview with this guy and Rose said she went to the gym when she was 14 and then said she met Pat there. Pat said it was love at first sight and they didn't specify that she had left the gym for multiple years and come back. And so it sounded like we met when she was 14. And I was like, why don't you guys like say something about it? They're all, we don't want to give any fucking energy to it. Like, we just don't want to even give any energy to it. I seriously would advise it. Like, just fucking, dude, I would tell them now, be like, just tell people that, dude. Because people seriously like people think you fucking met her when she's 14, which sounds completely fucking crazy if that was true. That's fucking exactly what I'm saying, dude. If they unsubscribe over Pat and like Pat, like, anyway. Right. 25-year-old with 17-year-old doesn't sit well with anyone unless she's fucking 30 and they're still together. That's the point, is like, at the time you'd be like, what the fuck? I'd fucking kill someone if they, like, if my daughter was 17 and she started dating a 26-year-old, I would be like, guy, if you ever even fucking call my daughter, I'll slit your fucking throat. But what I'm saying is, now that she's 30, like, what are we fucking talking about? The worst type of groomer is between 18 to 30. What does that even mean, dude? Oh my God. If a person starts dating a girl when she's 18, then, and I'm not doing this again, dude. This is too fucking stupid. I think Red Bar's funny. Once I actually looked at his stuff, he's a legit troll. And he won't come for me because my name's not big enough to get him views. He'll remember me when I'm huge. When I blow up, then he'll come for me. What happened at the hotel? I already told the story, but I'll tell it again if you want. Jesse's optimism is so cute. That they said when I had a fucking 1,000 subscribers. And today I did an interview with Anthony Smith and I have 65,000. And here, you guys want to see something? Not bad for a fucking side hustle. $6,000 this month, just in the YouTube fucking AdSense money. That doesn't include my sponsors. Cute. Thank you, sir. Hang on. Let me just at least do this so I don't make everybody sit through it again. Hang on. How many of you heard the hotel story? If it's under 50%, I'll tell it again. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell it again. Sorry. I don't know why. I figured most of you guys had already heard it. Okay. My bad. Yeah. I'll tell it. Okay. So what happened at the hotel is this, right? So we went to, because this is the thing. I was there for this, right? Like, so I went to UFC 270 and I was with two of my friends. I was staying at the fighter hotel because the whole reason I went to this fight is because Francis is fighting Ngannou and Marcel's my boy. And so it was like, like I wanted to put myself close enough to where like after I, either way that I'd be able to just, because I knew the stakes of that fight were so astronomical for both of their lives, dude. Like shit's not a fucking game. Like it's like that fight. This was like, you couldn't exaggerate how important the outcome of that fight was because of how they had played it with the UFC, to where if Gane would have won, they would have fucking buried Francis, buried him, and Markel. It's not like Markel's like hit super big to where like Francis is his biggest client. This is super fucking important, dude. And so went to the fight. I booked my hotel at the same place that they were staying so that I could hang out with them afterwards, which just ended up being fighter hotel. This is like before I even knew about fighter hotels. So after the fight, we got over there. We probably got there at like 11:30 to maybe close to midnight, like when we got there, because there's, the fights end and then it's like, you got to fucking, shuffle your fucking way out and all that. And we get to, so we get there and like we start drinking bar, and then like slowly but surely all the fighters, all their teams start coming in. Like Curtis Blades is there, fucking Glover Teixeira is there, and then basically all the fighters that fought and their teams. And yeah, it's a true story. So this place is like in full swing, and then like kind of like just off of the bar over here, Michel Pereira and his crew were over here, and they were super noticeable because they're like playing their own music and like dancing and shit, dude. Like they're having a fucking blast. Like that's why you're like, who is? Oh shit, that's Michel Pereira and his whole fucking crew. They were like dancing, like this. They were loud as fuck. Is the point? Like they were doing their own shit versus like the rest of the bar. So I went upstairs pretty close to 2 a.m. and I remember them still being there because I walked by them. Like I had to like walk around them to get to the elevator. And apparently, well, I guess now I got to actually read this. So keep in mind, I went up around 2. Okay. And they were still fucking rocking, dude. And where is this fucking story? What the fuck? Oh, here we go. All right. So okay, so Michel Pereira is telling this story. So that's the pretext to the story. So hang on. So this story comes from his victory before that, however, when he scored a hard-fought win over Andre Fialho. Understandably, he wanted to celebrate a tough victory with his team. However, when his post-fight party spilled out into the hotel hallway, it pissed off a fellow UFC 270 competitor, Francis Ngannou, fresh off his title defense and trashed knee. He was not too pleased with the rowdy group. We celebrated my victory at the hotel, had fun. Jesus, dude, whoever wrote this, like, they butchered this fucking article. We celebrated my victory at the hotel and had fun. Pereira began telling blah, blah, blah. And we are such guys. We move only with music. We constantly light up. Even when we cut weight, I always rock, and my guys are the same. Constantly moving, noisily, having parties. Guerra was drinking nonstop. Everyone was joking, entering, and our room was next door to Ngannou. So they like, I know Francis upstairs, like Markel and Francis and never ended up coming down to the bar because they were in such like a weird situation with the UFC. I know for 100% fact that they were upstairs. And so these guys, when it says they were in the hallway, that means these guys went upstairs, right? Like, cause they were next door. So like, since the room was small and there was a lot of people, someone suggested, let's sit in the hallway. And we sat down in the corridor and immediately came out to us. Who would you think? Or dude, I swear to God, whoever wrote this must have been blacked out drunk. And we sat down in the corridor and immediately came out to us. Who would you think? Ngannou. The guys are looking at each like, holy shit, that's Ngannou coming. He comes up and says, hey, do you think it's real to fall asleep and when there's such noise? How do I sleep, huh? Honestly, at the moment I felt, this is Pereira. Honestly, at the moment I felt uncomfortable. And after a hard fought fight, my nose was broken. My legs were beaten off. If Ngannou started a fight, what would I do to him? The team is already all drunk. They wouldn't have helped me in any way. With few options left aside from an altercation with an angry heavyweight champion, Pereira and his company agreed to turn down the music and slow the. Looking back at it, however, the Brazilian regrets his decision, is unhappy with it. Honestly, Ngannou made me angry. Why couldn't he address us politely? He was lucky that I was all beaten up, couldn't do anything, especially for a guy his size. I don't even want to think about it. I know he's a modest, nice guy, but why couldn't he tell us politely, hey guys, could you turn it down? I didn't like the way he spoke to us. You need to be polite to people. If he had addressed us politely, we would have retained respect for him. However, and so we just fell silent. What the fuck? Do you think we can fall asleep with such noise? Bro, we were just drinking. You have to be polite to people. I could have answered him and said, bro, go fuck. Who are you anyway? Oh my God. So wait, hang on. Is that the end? Fortunately for everyone, cooler heads prevailed and there was no major hallway clash. Okay, so the reason why that's fucking hilarious is just because Francis is lucky. I mean, come on, dude. Like, Francis is lucky. I mean, he's the heavyweight champion, which he can win in a fight against any human being on earth. So I feel like he probably would have been okay. Number two, Francis didn't drink. He never came to the bar. Him and Markel never came, right? Like they were like, they told me, they're like, you can come hang here, but we're not coming down to the bar. Like, so he never had a single drink and he's just up there. So he goes to sleep. And then at like fucking 3 a.m, these guys are raging out in the hallway in front of his room. And he comes out like, you guys think it's okay for me to sleep? And the way that they interpreted that was like Francis being rude. It's so funny, dude. It's so fucking funny. I didn't see that. I just told you. I went up to my room. After I went to my room, that happened. No. I didn't see that part. I was partying downstairs. I went to my room at 2. So what I'm saying is, whenever this story, it was after 2 a.m. because I had gone to my room by then. Like, and I walked right by them on the way to my room. So I'm saying, like, I'm giving my story in terms of like timeline. Like, so whenever this happened, it had to be super fucking late, dude. I just saw them when I was at the bar. I mean, Jesus, I saw everybody. Like, but in terms of them, they just had a big ass crew and they were raging. Glover Teixeira, who I've always heard is really, really nice. He was blitzed, dude. He was blitzed. Like, my buddy went and introduced him, my buddy and his girl's a fucking thoroughbred, dude. And like, they went up and introduced themselves to Glover. And he like, and my buddy's a big dude. And Glover fucking looked through him, dude. Like, looked through him at his girl and was just like, hello. Like, just straight up fucking Neanderthal style, dude. It's like, Jesus. He was wasted, though. Super fucking late. Dude, Laura Sanko I saw her at 274. Like, she, like, very close at Fighter Hotel. Her body is fucking ridiculous. Obscene. She's in absolutely incredible shape. She was in fucking jeans too. Like she was in jeans and like one of those little girl like sport coats. And you just look, you're like, fuck me, dude. Like I noticed her before I realized it was her. Like she was just like, she wasn't facing me. And I just looked, I was like, look at that fucking girl's body, whoever the fuck that is. And then I'm like, and you can kind of just tell by how she carried it because there were so many fucking like fighters and people around. Is like you, she's a somebody just by how she was carrying it. But then I realized it was her until she turned. I was like, oh, damn, she looking cool. Laura deserves to commentate more events. Oh, you guys read that article on MMA, whatever that was, when they were like, let's get Joe Rogan out of there and let's get a Sanko in there. It's like, I wonder what you find so enticing about her fucking commentating. Oh my God. I would love to be the next Rogan. That's the goal, dude. That's the goal. I'm actually seriously asking, like, where is the, like, I can now tell when you like trip on some topic that's like a big deal, like in like threads or some shit, you know, like where is that, such a fucking, where is this Pat and Rose thing at? Because like it is not on anybody's, like, I don't know. Like, is it on Reddit? Is it on fucking Sherdog threads? Or like, where is that such a fucking huge deal? Randall McDaniel, you're fucking whatever you want to be with that name, dog. Randall McDaniel. That's a pimp ass name. Oh, dude, but yeah, but the Ariel and Pat interview, like, I had already had people fucking talking about this before that interview. Like, so like it was obviously already a thing, dude. Because that was after when I did the video. Like I said, I didn't know anything fucking about it. And I just did the video. I'm like, why are we talking about him grooming her? She's 30. They've been together for like, what are we talking about? And then I had no idea even anything about this. And then that's when I think that was either Wednesday or Thursday for 274. And then Friday, I ended up like FaceTiming with them. And they were like, and they went on Ariel, I think that Monday. And like, I had already had a bunch of people fucking jumping down my throat about it. So like, definitely wasn't just from. I said mixed mollywoppery. I don't know what you're talking about. What I said was I watched the like I've watched all mixed molly shit about Rose and Pat, which is why I'm a fucking fan. Dude, I was gonna do a Jesse on everything today, and I don't know. I got through part of the video, and then like it's really hard for me to get through the thing about the Texas thing without saying something that I don't think is great on YouTube. At 273, we stayed at. Hang on, I'll look it up. Why were you there? I don't know. Are any of you guys on here that were there? I can't remember the name of the place. Hotels. Jacksonville. We stayed at the Jacksonville River City downtown. In Phoenix, we stayed at the Hyatt Regency. That was the fighter hotel. Oh, yeah, we weren't at Fighter Hotel in Jacksonville. We were at the Fighter Hotel. I was at Fighter Hotel in 270 and 274. And I don't know what Fighter Hotel is in Vegas. Like, I don't know. Like, I would assume it's the same one every time, but. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how? It honestly, like, to me, feels like some kind of like bizarre, like, I honestly don't even know how to even fucking describe it. It's like people get like obsessed about like like, it's like the most like one-dimensional thing. It's like that dude boop beep boop, and then they just like rah 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 on the internet. It's so fucking weird. Like, I just don't understand. Like, my brain just doesn't fucking work like that, man. So it just looks weird as fuck to me. Cult, exactly. That's exactly right. That's exactly what it looks like to me. What was 540 a night? The Hyatt Regency? No, at 274. It wasn't. I don't think, at least not. I wouldn't have fucking paid 2 or 540 a night. MJ, what's up, dude? Dude, the only thing about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp is a person that I know who would be very likely to be defending Amber Heard told me today that they thought that she's a fucking psychopath. So if that person thinks that she's a psychopath, then she just is. Does Nunes easily win the match with an actual camp in her baseline cardio? It depends on whether she or not. Oh, the audio's bad? It's probably the fucking internet. Let me check the speed. What? I don't know, dude. It seems pretty good. I mean, I'm on like janky ass fucking Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. Because like when you see a performance like Nunes had in that last one, it's like, is my audio cutting out for everybody? Fuck. It fixed? All right. So like you think about like a performance like that Amanda Nunes had on the last one. It's like I mean, like, maybe that was just a fluke thing, or maybe she's over it. Like the person who's the best in the world, is still, even if they seem super dominant, they're not that much better than everyone else. Like if they slack off, they're not going to win, unless like John Jones at age 26. You know what I mean? Yeah, we did leave my daughter's old class, and we start the new place, or at least I'm going on Saturday. I don't know if they're doing class yet, but yeah. It's super fucking far, dude. It's 40 minutes each way. But like I honestly believe like Giselle can be the best in the world. Like I really believe that. Like I think if she's and if I stick her with fucking Victor right now when she's 9, she'll be 10 in July, and that's who she trains under. Like I think that her life can be built around jiu-jitsu. Like I think she can be that fucking good. And then I can teach her how to make money on social media. Like if she becomes a real killer in jiu-jitsu, like, smashing tournaments, and then also looks like Gabrielle, and I teach her how to make money line life. Like that can be her fucking life. Dude, the a-holes making fun of me. Probably I hit them up on Instagram and I fucking didn't know their names. I got their names mixed up, dude. I think they're cool though, dude. I watched a couple of their streams. Like I just don't watch very much MMA shit. But I was just thinking about like because I hit them up on Instagram because I was like, who are like similar sized fucking channels that I don't seem to have a lot of like crossover with. And they're like, we're the exact same size. Like not very many of my people seem to like, they don't know, none of my people talk about them very much. And people don't bring them to me. So I was like, dude, we could actually probably benefit a bunch if we did something together, like, you know, cross them over. But yeah, it's probably not an awesome impression if you're like, hey, let's do something, wrong name. I thought his name was Jesse. But I mean, dude, it's like plain and simple common sense. Like if they were our next door neighbors, they would be me and Gabby's best friends. Like fuck straight up. Like they would be like, we would hang out with them fucking every day if they were our next friends. Next door neighbors. I mean, he should. Believe me, I earned it, dude. I earned him making fun of me. 1,000%. I believe you. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, dude, I called him the wrong fucking name. I could have just, dude, honestly, like I could have very easily just pretended that I was a social media manager. Dude. No one's going to trap me into a fucking internet beef, man. You're not. I mean, I wasn't asking for a collab. They'd gain just as much as me, man. I was saying like we should do something together because again, like I can I know what channels my like as a matter of fact, I can see in my thing and it says who the other channels that my viewers watch, and for whatever reason they're like not on there, and so it's like so I like it just means that we've got like these parallel fucking crops of you know MMA people, and it's like their viewers don't watch mine, we don't watch it. They only have 60,000 subscribers like me, where that's not a huge portion of the MMA community. So we could actually both have a tremendously positive impact on each other's channels. But again, it's not like I don't know. Yeah, it's not like I don't fucking care. It's like it's a you know, whatever. Symbiotic. Nah, he'll get more viewers. I mean, you only get viewers if your shit is fucking tight, dude. Yeah, like if it's like, oh, he'll get more viewers. You're saying like, if you give exposure to a fucking channel that isn't good, they're gonna get 0 viewers. Oh. I thought you were saying he said that or something. I don't know, dude. That they've got a whole thing like you know, like they're like fight companions. They've got a whole fucking deal. My social blade, it'll be interesting to see what my social blade looks like in 3 months, because this was the very first month where I actually like I said, I was intentionally doing way less content because I thought I understood the out didn't wrong. And so I was doing way less fucking content. And like this month, I put out the most content I've ever put out. And I didn't, and there were no big hits at all. Like there were fucking zero big hits. Like if I would have put out as much content month before last, like in March as I did this month, dude, I would have done, I can't even fucking imagine. I can't even imagine because that was my biggest month ever. And I never did more than one video in a day. And yeah. So like this month I'm at, I don't know. Let me see. I'll probably end up at about 1.5 million views, or actually, what's the date? So I'll get home and okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So call it 600. Yeah, I'll probably end up at about 1.5 million views, and that's with zero big hits, like no big hitter stories, even a little bit. Like, and that's just with the volume of content. So when a couple big stories hit in a month, my numbers will fucking be massive. Because that's what I used to do. Like if I had like big stories hit, but I was doing way less content. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's 1.5 million fucking views, dude. It's like it'll end up being $6,500 in fucking YouTube revenue, plus another, I don't know, over 3 in other stuff. If someone would have told me 2 years ago, they're like, hey, so 2 years from now, you'll be making close to 10 grand a month on YouTube as your side gig, I would have been like, well, who do I have to fucking blow to get that outcome? Well, you don't have to blow anyone. You just need to fucking do about 1,000 videos. All right. Dude, I will say that I am, well, let's say this. If I was 100% reliant on this revenue for like to live, I would be very concerned about the economic downturn, because what you get paid on here is based on demand for advertising. So if people are chopping their budgets out there, we'll just make, no matter what the views are, we'll make significantly less money. I'm down to play pickleball, dude. I'll do a Jesse on everything this weekend. Someone honestly advised that I should combine the 2 channels, but fuck, man, I can't talk about that stuff over here. And I'm not, like, in all honesty, I think it's highly possible that channel being there is fucking me on this channel. That's what I honestly think, that it's possible. I have thought about just taking it down. Hey, do you guys notice a difference in the fucking live chat? It's because I didn't check that only subscribers can talk. So any of these little fucks can come in here and be all, hey, my penis hurts, so I wanted to come in here and say something. I like my other channel better too, but I'll turn it into a podcast. I don't like what I've noticed with what they pay is like it, like if depending on what your view count is, you get paid much more when you get higher, like to the higher volume. It's not like the ratio is not a 1-to-1, like if you get 50,000 views in a month, like if you took what I make based on my views and divided it out, like you know, so I don't know. So let's say, I don't know. So 6,000 divided by did I do that right? So wait, or no, I did that backwards. I don't know. I don't know how to, whatever. Fucking, it ends up like you get paid more for the higher numbers. Oh my God, it's 11 o'clock. All right, I gotta go to bed. Peace.